We are at Jackie and Greg's for a monthly maintenance and planter install, as well as installing 3 trees. And here is the front of the planters. So we've got the white. We've got the white and a lot of orange and yellow, with the little blue grasses and existing boxwoods. And same over here, a little bit different with the begonias, things that are more shade interested. And it's mirrored on both sides. Working with the pre-existing Angelina that's already in there. Just a little view of that, a little view of this. And we got the irrigation situated on top of everything. They're nicely watered. So that's what we did for our planters for the summer. And we also completed monthly maintenance of raking, weeding, fluffing, pruning, deadheading, irises, anything that needed deadheading. Really turning over the soil, doing some specific weeding, removing dead leaves. Also taking back dead stems of certain plants that aren't growing and giving it the best chance of survival. Next time, I think let's bring some bags of this rock and some pins, and we can cover these things that keep reappearing and doing better with the exposed wiring and whatnot. And this is a new tree that we planted today. It got watered. It's definitely getting heavily watered based on the existing soil, so that's good. But I'd say this tree, the crabapple, had a little bit too much water. It's kind of puddling underneath it. So if we can dial back the watering on this after it's established, that would be great. So there's a new one, and these little things are starting to really grow. And the peonies have yet to bloom. The iris too, in some instances. Got everything nicely growing up here. It's a good view of this corner. We replaced or transplanted some of the pansies, which will give another soak as well. There was a hole over here. I think it was from their doggies. I don't know what else it would be. So we put a lot of soil in and we put the rocks back. There was also a big eroded area of soil. Cleaned that up. Looks really nice and clean now. We cut the weed cloth where it was too visible. It's generally beautifying the space. Doing a lot of weeding in this vicinity, picking up debris. And then there's 1, 2, 3 plants up front that look smaller than dogwoods. I think maybe they were hydrangeas. So we should replace those next time. So that's going to be 3 small perennial, flowering perennials up front. And all this nicely fluffed. All the plants are like starting to grow and not getting lifted up. There's no like animal damage. Except for right here, the lilies actually are kind of suffering. That is what it is. All this got swept out, raked, weeded. Up here it's starting to look really nice now that things are growing and flowering. We're loving this purple we're getting from the wilderness out back. And we got underneath the tree circles and took out bunny poop and pine needles. So they're all nice and tidied now. This is another new tree. This is the white fir, I believe. So that's nice and new. Took out the old one. Cut back the hydrangeas to the new growth because it's starting to show a lot of new growth. A little more cautious on this one because it has less new growth. Over here, getting all the thistle out. Even up here, we did some real nice thistle removal, trying to stay on top of it as best as possible. But this purple is great, the borrowed view from the wild. Down here, also starting to come in really nicely. The ferns, the heuchera, definitely took a hit this winter and had to cut some dead out, but it's looking better. Looking a lot better. All of this got blown out as well. The birdies are calling to one another. The ground cover is starting to grow in. And here's where we also need more replacements. So we need a full-on lavender right there. And then I think it's 2 hydrangeas, 2 large hydrangeas, medium large. Definitely we need to replace these next time. And otherwise we weeded, kind of raked through. It gets very rocky over here, but the purple is looking so good. This hydrangea is doing fine. Just these big ones are absolutely not coming back. So let's get 2 new ones and a new lavender, and then the 3 little hydrangeas up front. Yep, and we cleaned all the way up to the edge. That spot where we put the edging of the bed behind the rock is still holding up, so I'm stoked on that. That looks good. I'm kind of tidying up all the way around the edge there. Trees are looking nice. I think that about covers it, and I'll take note of the replacements for next time. And I think we have 3 or 4 people next time. In a month we should be able to get it all done. And there's another view of the nice clean patio. Thank you very much.